All right, good morning. Good Lord. These people have went through great lengths to screw me. And yeah, we'll make sure that this video goes viral. And I'm gonna I'm gonna first start off by saying this that this whole setup and get up that these people have done, you will not get away with it. So I have a couple of things that I want to talk about. Okay. First of all, I'm going to be clearing my name in all of this stuff. But I am going to talk about how y'all are so quick to condemn a black woman and how racist even the black people on this website are is astounding. The fact that you would bring up this old crap that has already been dealt with because you're angry and you're upset because you want people in that sector making a fool of themselves is insane. So that's what this whole thing got brought back up because these people want to pretend as though they own somebody. I'm going to be owning all of you, including your paychecks, whatever disability checks that you get, and whatever you got in your savings. And I'm going to tell you why. So, first of all, the video that Alexis K Tyler put up trying to make it seem like I was a party in trafficking someone, that was flagged under the penal code of defamation of character. Um, and I want to talk about that because I've got two words for you. Aaron Lomax, Donna McCabe, actually three names. Aaron Lomax, Donna McCabe, and Ivory Washington. I am not guilty of trafficking anybody. In fact, I was underage myself. Okay. And if my memory serves me well, her mother walked her to the car. I had no idea how old that girl was. When I found out a few weeks later, I was out. Okay. So, and there was evidently, Aaron's cousin was like pimping her out. And I was not there for that because I was absolutely disgusted and had nothing to do with that. She knows it. I'm not going to say her name for legal reasons, but she knows it. And so do they. So if I have to drag everybody into court, I will. Okay. The crazy part about it is that a few weeks ago, I had a dream about Ivory Washington's mother, who is deceased now. Okay. But for some reason, she came into my dream. It was very strange. Anyway, so that video has been flagged, but I have kept record of all of the flags that I've done in case I decide to sue Alexis K Tyler. And it's not just about suing her, but it is also going to be a criminal case because Alexis is doing this. She has incited bullying, cyberbullying, death threats, and terrorism of my family. Okay. So this is not going to go unprosecuted. I have proof. I have taken screenshots of either herself or someone that is related to her sending me death threats. I do have it on tape of somebody driving past my house shooting. So literally an innocent person. And may I say this? I guess because I'm a black woman, I've never was a young girl. Huh? Yeah, you do realize that I was under the age of 18 when all of this went down. So I was a young girl too, surrounded by a bunch of ignorant thugs, unfortunately. But nobody over there ever considered me. Ever. No concern, no regard. I got you though. I got you. Shango got you. Okay. So yeah, no one cared about which I would never put myself in that position. And I'm not going to speak of this girl's sexual exploits. We've been talking about it for the past 7 or 8 years. This lady refuses to come out and tell the truth. That in fact, when she was moved over to his uncle's house, I'm the one that transported her home and made sure that she made it back home. I'm the one that fussed at her and said, "Hey, you are young. You need to go home." Yeah. So let's deal with that. So that's been flagged, and also here's some more details that I want to give you. On old girl's channel, the other lady, I think that she may have admitted that she's a transgender. Okay. I'm not going to say her name because she's backbiting as well. In 2016, and if I could go back and change this mistake, I would, but unfortunately I can't. Okay. Um, I was in the middle of a live, and it was actually well, I'll get into that. I was in the middle of a live. And back then, I was very sensitive to trolls. I was sensitive to trolling. This was several years ago. And basically, what ended up happening is that I was innocently playing with my son. All of it was very innocently. In fact, the police, as well as DFACS, saw the original video in 2016. Guess what the trolls did, which I believe was Alexis herself? They took a screenshot at a moment where it looked like something, but it wasn't. Trust me on that. CPS was called. There is actually documentation of this that I think I will go ahead and contact them today so that I can see if we can get that documentation, because I'm going to clear my name completely and totally. Now, here's some more detail. That live was not done on this channel. That live was done on another channel called Witches of the South. Now, that channel is still up. The original video I removed because of what the trolls did. However, I have not had access to that account in years, but I did recover it. So the video has been deleted, but thank God I have to wait 48 hours for them to send me a link, because I'm going to go in there and delete like a lot of those videos that were from several years ago so that I won't have any ties. But I am making an attempt to get that video recovered. Okay. So the video may possibly be able to be retrieved, the live hangout where they got that screenshot from. I have already wrote in to YouTube's legal department, and I have asked them if they can retrieve it. I don't have the hyperlink, but I do have the title, the complete title of the video. Now, another thing is that back in 2016, we were using Google Hangouts, okay, to do lives on YouTube. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was back when it was all Google Hangouts. So once I get access to that channel again, I'm going to see if it's possibly archived in Google Hangouts. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you how far I'm going to take this. If YouTube tells me that they can only retrieve it if it was subpoenaed, I will figure out a way to have an attorney subpoena that video for evidence. I am getting death threats for something that was completely innocent. I have this lady, and listen, somebody like her, if she is threatened by you, obviously, for some reason, she's threatened by me, regardless if she says that I'm fat and I'm ugly, she's still threatened by me. So this lady is literally trying to have me killed. Now, I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm going to be dragging a couple of people up in the courtroom if I have to. And we'll see if they lie under oath. Because the old friend that I am no longer friends with, when I broke off the friendship with her, she decided to get revenge against me. That is the reason why all of these lies have been told. So I'm being Karened by a psychopath, straight up and down. I was friends with her for 20 years and had no idea how racist she was. Because she knows the truth, but she refuses to tell it. Why? There's probably several different reasons. I can tell you at the top of the list of those reasons is that I quit being friends with her. She's a hater. She tried to force me actually into sexual acts. There was one particular time, for some reason, I don't know what is wrong with this lady. She was trying to get me to have a threesome with her and my cousin. I don't have sex with my family members. She was trying to get me to have sex with a couple of her drug dealers. Yeah. So while she sits back and plays the Lily White girl role, I am being threatened. And one time, because and I'll never ever ever look back at that person. And she is most definitely going to hell for what she has done. Not in the afterlife, but in this life. Because you better believe that when I light candles on Alexis K Tyler, I'm lighting candles on her too. Good morning, Jen. Hello. She needs to go and blame the people that were actually responsible, which was Aaron Lomax. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am not going to take the blame for a bunch of dusty, horny black men. And you know what? Spirit keeps telling me not to curse him, but I may have to, because I'm sitting over here raising his son. And this is what he is allowing to do. Just because he decided to move in with this chick, have a baby by her, and found out the hard way how much of a disgusting person that she actually is. That is not my problem that he decided to have a baby with her, and we don't want anything to do with any of them. Okay? This has been going on for several years. Now, I'm going to have access to that account again in 48 hours. I'm going to check it. Chances are, well, I know for a fact that YouTube has a copy of that video. I'm pretty sure that the trolls have a copy of that video. Now, here's the funny part. The people that were live watching that video, They knew exactly what happened. They knew it was innocent, but yet they would lie. Okay. So you know what the what the punishment is for lying? Death. And I don't know why these people would. Maybe they're suicidal. Maybe they want to die. I don't know. But you're trying to ruin my freaking life. You are interfering with my business practices, and I will prevail. I will overcome this straight up and down because it doesn't make any sense. Now, I screenshotted all of these death threats that were coming into through my email, through my chat on my website. Yeah. You know, you need to take your death threats and go somewhere else with it. In fact, I am probably one of the only people that ever did right by that girl. I am and you know what? It's so sad because people are disgusting towards black women. Nobody ever considered that I was a young girl back then too, did you? No, you didn't consider that my life could have been put in danger as well. You didn't really consider any of that, did you? Nope, you didn't. Because I'm black. Because I'm black. That's why. And not only am I black, but I look better than you. No, this is serious, guys. But in all seriousness, so I'm waiting for that. And I am going to call down to the DFACS office in DeKalb County. And I want to get the transcripts to the investigation that was done. Because in 2016, the trolls that took that same screenshot tried to report it to CPS and the police. Now, obviously, CPS investigated it, and the lady told me, and it's in her notes, that she saw the original video. Back then, I was being stalked to the capacity that I was being swatted. It was horrible, awful. These demonic women will not get away with what they've been doing. They won't. In the meantime, I am working on at the moment dealing with a crisis in my life because of this lie, because of this liar. Now, keep in mind that even if I didn't have a career in social media, you realize that being accused of this could potentially ruin my entire life. And I think it's disgusting the way that they have zero regard for my children, zero regard for my family or my future. So I know that 100% because it happened years ago. For some reason, they bought it back. You know why they bought it back? I'm going to tell you why they bought it back, because these people are delusional. They actually believe in their minds that they own the people that they claim was in that sector. They are upset because certain people won't go back to that sector ever again, ever, because of the hatred. You know, the truth came out years ago that it was planned and plotted and schemed. And, you know, I've already stated, you know, first of all, these people have no real power. Again, having a large YouTube following does not mean that you have power. Trust me, I have screenshots of where this lady lives. If she was an all powerful being, she would be living in a mansion somewhere, and that is not the case. Okay? That's not the case. So she's not powerful. There's, in her social media, um, followers does not help her financially. See, I make more money than her. I can tell you what the jealousy has been the past 3 years. I can't even go outside and show my beautiful front yard without getting some kind of reaction all of a sudden. I did a video from outside in my front yard and I was getting a phone call from a weird troll 10 minutes later after the upload. So all of this weird activity is coming from Alexis K Tyler. And then of course you have a couple of other people that are hiding behind her. Okay. So give me a couple of days and I will be getting access to that account because there's a couple of videos on there that I need to delete. Um and I'm gonna see if I don't I know that Google Hangouts has been archived. I do know that much, but it's no guarantee that I will find it in Google Hangouts. Let me just say this. All of these people have been found to be homicidal and suicidal. All of them. Okay. And the public is going to find out, the truth is going to be exposed. And trust me, I will have money for the legal fees. Now, there's a lot of negative karma coming to a lot of people because is it a coincidence that the house that I own in Missouri, I got a phone call from the police department that there are squatters in my home. That's my house. Damaging a $350,000 property. That's not a coincidence. See, and you can't prove it. Okay, I can't prove it. Even though, I personally, if I were in Missouri and the family members probably should have went and put cameras on my mother's property, but evidently she wasn't that important, right, to them, because I've been barely making ends meet. Okay, because I lost my mother, right? Okay, so listen, karma always catches up with you. And my mother doesn't deserve to be disgraced like this. But see, this is the way ignorant Black people do. They don't appreciate my mother. In fact, they're jealous of her. The fact that my mother worked hard her whole life to purchase her dream home, and they are literally shitting on her. Because I know for a fact that those squatters in her house that the police called me about, that's not a coincidence. It's not. And if my mother's house is damaged, oh, you'll pay. They may not pay the way they may not pay me directly, but you'll pay. I'll make sure of it. Okay. Because you not only affect me, but you affect the bank that owns that home. People don't think all of that negative karma is theirs. Period. It doesn't belong to me. So, you know, the things that they are saying that she's doing to her, the things that they have done out of hatred it doesn't just affect me, you affect everybody. But this is the type of value lowering people that these are. You know, Alexis's condo is worth, I think it was worth 50,000 in 2022, which we're not talking about numbers, but you can see obviously. Oh, and by the way, I found the number to her landlord. Okay. So I have her landlord's phone number. You know, the person that owns her property. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I'm going to contact her landlord, but I can. Okay. Yeah. Very easy to find on Google. And it looks like to me that she still lives there. Okay. So, you know, if she wants to play dirty, we can play dirty because there's nothing wrong with me contacting the landlord and letting her know what her tenant is up to. Okay. Which is inciting hatred, stalking, and cyberbullying and death threats. I think your landlord would probably be interested in knowing that. The owner of your property, I have her first and last name, and I'm wondering if that's still her phone number. It may not still be her phone number, but I can look her up. I can find her. I can find her current phone number. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and focus on getting the evidence of what these people are saying that is totally, totally untrue. You know, in fact, none of these accusations, and like I said, she's very manipulative. I'm pretty sure that she manipulated my ex bestie because this used to be my best friend. I'm talking about tight. Okay. We were tight for 20 years. Okay. I'm pretty sure that Alexis K Tyler um, manipulated her, just like she manipulates everybody else. Okay. But see, this is the reason why I'm very careful about who I call a friend, because my character is way too, you know, I have way too much integrity to ever throw a friend under the bus in that capacity. Okay. And, you know, I understand that old girl is probably mad because she's not going to be invited to the lake. Perhaps you shouldn't have done all of this. Never, ever in my life had there ever been any suspicion of me doing anything to anybody my entire life. Okay. My entire life until I ran into Alexis K Tyler. Okay. So, you know, her very deviant tendencies. I'm not the only one. But I can assure you that I'm not the one for this crap. Okay. So that channel, as well as the other channel that she has, I have to flag that one as well. Because to be honest with you, I believe that they either used some kind of voice cloning technology. Um, you know, first of all, nobody's going to it's so made up. And see, y'all got to understand that I'm probably one of the strongest people, one of the strongest women that you're ever gonna ever meet besides yourself, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are very strong as well. I can't help it. I'm a Leo rising. Okay. And I know how to keep my head clear. I know how to stay focused. And then also, I'm an excellent sorcerer. So, all of the crap, all of the crud, all of the candles, all of the coven, all of the, oh, everybody like black candles on her. That's not going to work on me. And then, especially being that I'm extremely protected. Okay. And yeah, I do think that people that do obscene crap, are somewhat protected in this country. Our judicial system probably does just about the best that they can, but that's not why I'm protected. I'm protected because I'm completely innocent. So, back when everything first happened, when the troll first took the screenshot of me and my son, everybody had just saw the video. So everybody knew. So new people that are just coming into the situation have no idea. I am going to do the best that I can to get that video retrieved. But I'm going to start off by getting the records from CPS. I'm pretty sure that the police were called too. I'm pretty sure that that video was investigated. Nobody's going to have a basically they're trying to make it look like it's some kind of sex video, and it was not like that. I was literally wrestling with my son. It was so innocent. The lady even told me, she said it was so innocent. You can tell that you really love your son. You can tell, and I know that, but we still have to follow up. And that's basically what happened. It wasn't even that big of a big of a deal even back then. Okay, so I'm already what do they call that? Vindicated, delivered. I'm already delivered from this evil. It's so sinister. It's disgusting. And why? Why, pray tell? Why do y'all why do y'all really honestly believe that she's doing this? Well, the jealousy first came when I moved down to Georgia. Keep in mind, I was a little skinny mini when I moved down to Georgia, when I first moved down here. Okay. And just because I put on weight doesn't mean that she doesn't have a reason to be jealous of me. It could be my gifts, it could be my talents, for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I go to my goddesses to protect me from the evil eye. There's a specific, I'm not going to start calling off my goddesses because I know how to work my magic. I have a whole coven of goddesses. And I don't know why I didn't invoke them last month. It's so weird. I think I was kind of. I'm busy. I'm busy all the time. The only reason why I have time for this right now is because she definitely did impede on my business. Hello, one EQL. And you know what? My children eat. We pay our bills with my business. And I can promise you that we not going to end up homeless. We not going to end up starving. To be honest with you, I don't feel any stress about this situation at all. Okay. But I want the truth. Nobody wants to be accused of disgusting crap like that. Nobody. And they did it in 2016. Oh, it was other lies that they made up. I mean, literally like every little thing that a person could possibly do, because it started off for some reason. These people, I don't know what they were tripping off of, these people back in Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know what they were tripping off of because they didn't talk to me. I wasn't having regular conversations with those people. So when I make plans and life decisions on my life, they don't have anything to do with it. So they first tried to play the, Oh, we love you. We want you to come back. That's why I wish to God that I hadn't have flagged down somebody's Blog Talk Radio. When they initially came out in social media, it was, oh, Jamila, come back home. We love you, and da 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 da. And I was just like, what the hell? And then it turned into toxicity. So these people know it's a lie. And you cannot do that to somebody like me. Like, and you know what? I don't believe that, I feel like evidently we must be making history here. Because even when I was writing into the legal department today, I said I mistakenly took the video down because one could not assume that almost a decade later, these people would still be doing this. So you don't, when things like this happen, it's something that you don't necessarily see. I'm a psychic, but I don't see everything. So we're going through this for a reason. And the reasons is not for my life to be ruined or my children to, go through it. My children are used to a stable life. Y'all realize that it's been 3 years. I haven't had a vehicle in 3 years, and I already know why. And that's being handled and taken care of. I've never went 3 years without a car. Ever. So literally, and it wasn't even necessarily affordability. I just didn't want to just buy a little piece of car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. I want a brand new car. So, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. They put my information on the dark web. I have proof of that. I have proof of identity theft. They stole my identity in order to ruin my credit. I had just gotten my credit score. It was only at like what? I think it got up to like 670 in 2019 or 2018. I'm sorry. Because what I did when I took out that PayPal Capital working loan, I paid off a lot of my debts and I started working on my credit to remove things from my credit report. And I just forgot to lock my credit. And I kept receiving these collection things. And so that's why I always tell people now, like pay attention to your mail, because I kept receiving these things and and I just ignored it because I wasn't thinking. I'm busy. I'm a mom. Okay. And I'm a grandma. Okay. So anyway, pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna work on getting that information. In the meantime, um, what I will say is that it is evil, but evil has no power here. So they literally mess with the wrong one. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've been all right. I've made it thus far, and I've been living in this house paying full rent, which I have shown receipts for that for 3 years now. And I'm not gonna let these people destroy my life and my future plans. Not ever. So they all better get ready to rumble. And trust me, I'm not alone in this. Okay. They can sit up there in front like I'm like I'm alone or whatever, which is, oh my God, just, and all of these people are trailing behind Alexis K Tyler because they seem to think that she's some kind of god. And nah, that she is not. So, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I will see y'all later. I got to get on this stuff and make sure that y'all share this. And yes, eventually I will drag Alexis to court. Eventually. Right now, what's important to me is keeping my credit score together, keeping my bills paid, keeping my children fed and clothed. She's not going to make me and my children go through poverty. And you know what my spirits have told me? They they'll destroy her completely. And anybody that goes along with her. So, yes, I am very protected. And I know this for a fact. Just out the gates, I'm protected by the truth. Okay. All right. So I will be seeing y'all later. I'll be on the talk a little bit later doing readings and stuff. Yeah. But I'm going to always be on YouTube. It just is what it is. They're not going to narrow my choices for me because I can't be replaced. I can't be duplicated and I can't be replaced. Okay. For what I am supposed to provide to my clients. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Blessings. Bye bye.